everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I have a pick a card reading for you. This is just a general reading, anything that you may need to know, anything that would serve you better to know. So whichever pile you feel drawn to is the pile for you. I have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3 here. If you would prefer to pick using the stones, then that's why I have them here. So first up, we have some howlite, which, there we go. Howlite for pile 1. Pile 2, we have some red jasper. There we go. And for pile 3, we have some blue kyanite. All right, so go ahead and pick out whichever pile that you feel connected to, drawn to, resonates with you, and then view the timestamp below to go to your reading. All right, thanks guys, see you there. Hi pile 1, thanks for joining me, you guys. So if you guys picked pile 1 with the howlite, get some view on that, a little tricky, but the howlite pile, this is for you. So I'm going to start with a little bit of information on howlite itself. Of course, each stone represents a different sort of energy and has a different purpose. So sometimes I like to find out, was I drawn to a stone because of the color, because of the feeling, or maybe something else that's going on that I don't even know. So in this case, howlite strengthens memory and stimulates desire for knowledge. It teaches patience and helps eliminate rage, also eliminating pain and stress. A calm stone, howlite calms communication, facilitates awareness, and encourages emotional expression. So if that at all resonates with you, then that's good. Let's get into your reading here. The cards that we have today is the 7 of Cups, the Tower, and the Princess of Discs or Princess of Pentacles. So what I'm kind of feeling here is I'm feeling like some of you may be very overwhelmed. Some of you may feel lost. I'm almost even feeling depression. So some of you may be battling with depression or anxiety. The 7 of Cups it can be a card about feeling overwhelmed with options, overwhelmed with choices. It can also be overindulgence and feeling like you've lost control. There's just so much going on that you don't know how to manage it all. You're feeling like you don't have any control in your own life. It's possible that that's what a lot of you are feeling. Yeah, it may even have affected your self-worth. I feel like this card here, we've got an inner demon. I want to say that's kind of how I'm feeling it. An inner demon that's kind of like your cups are overflowing and it's feeding your inner demon. So that's kind of why I feel depression may be something that some of you are battling right now. So your inner demon is being fed, which in turn is going to lead us to our tower moment here. So we fed our demon, and now we've got more than one who's starting to break down our empire, essentially. The Tower is often perceived as a negative card, but I really like the interpretation of it as being a necessary change and a breakdown to get back down to foundation and rebuild. That's how I interpret it here as well. So this demon is being fed with all of your indecision, your feelings of loss of control, and overindulgence. Like you have too much going on. You don't know where to begin. Some of you, it may even be that, you know, a small number of you, it could be, you know, your house is a mess, and it's causing you to feel anxious. There's just, when you look at it, there's just so much going on. Everything's overflowing. There's stuff all over the place, and really what you want to do is just sit there, and you want it to go away, but you don't know where to begin. Yeah, so yeah, I feel a major loss of control for a number of you. But this Tower moment isn't something to be afraid of. This Tower moment, honestly, what I just picked up on here is these demons are going to be defeated. Really, they're going to be crushed by the crumbling debris. They're not going to survive the breakdown and the change that you're going to go through. That's how I'm feeling here. So if it feels like things are breaking down and falling apart, it's because it's building way for newer and better things. And I can see that here in the Princess of Discs card. So the Princess of Discs, or the Princess of Pentacles, is representing reliability, achievement, hard work, and endurance. So here we've got this rose. I don't know if any of you have tried to grow roses. It's not easy. But when you do successfully grow roses and take care of them and nurture them, and you put in all the hard work and effort, it's just a beautiful result. You get that sweet fragrance, you get those beautiful blooms, the flowers, and everything. So the Princess of Discs is representing this achievement that you'll come out from on the other side of this right here. It's very much something to look forward to. So I know it can be a difficult place, especially if some of you are battling with depression. It can be very difficult to see forward, but here I'm seeing really good things. Achievement, success, endurance. Like, you have it in you. If you have these demons that are in you, just think of that as power. Retarget that power, channel that power into a different avenue, and that can be turned into endurance. So you have that energy within you, but right now it's going towards the wrong thing. Not saying that you're putting it towards that, but yeah, so I definitely see you guys coming out on the other side on top. But this Tower moment is something that's going to happen, and it might not feel good. It might mean that you have to be honest with yourself, honest with those around you, and honest with what you're going through. But that's what's going to be the breakdown, and that's what's going to be the rebirth moment. Okay, so we have those cards, and our next two cards that we have are the Ace of Swords here. And interesting, we have the Lovers. So I feel like some of you may be in a partnership. You may be going through this journey with a partner, and it may be that your partner is really going to help you through this. I don't feel that all of you have a partner in this scenario. I think the Lovers to me in this isn't communicating so much finding love in another, more so finding love in yourself is what I'm feeling. Especially especially paired with the Ace of Swords, because the Ace of Swords is like a breakthrough moment. You know, you're charging ahead, you're finding clarity, and you're able to essentially to defend yourself, to fight for you, fight for what you want, fight for what you need. So this Ace of Swords is a huge card. It's a really good card to have. And paired with the Lovers, though, that tells me that not all of you will be in a partnership, but it's going to make it so that you find love within yourself, love within your life, and appreciation. It may, in some cases, also result in you finding love. Once you clear out this energy that you have, you know, your partner, your lover might find you. It's tough to find a partner when we're going through so much. So for some of you, this may mean that your partner is going to help you through this Tower moment. For others, it may mean that you're going to find love within yourself. And that's where true love begins, I feel. So that's a really good thing. So what we have next are, we've got two cards here. We've got Take Time to Breathe Out. Whoa, there we go. How about zoom out? So take time to breathe out. And then also, you're very close to achieving your goal. That's this little lady right here. So yeah, it's interesting too. The moons here, we've got a smaller moon and then a larger moon, which to me exactly represents this. You're very close to reaching your goal. You're getting closer, and as you get closer, you can see your goal a little bit more clearly. So this is amazing. I love this. Take that time to be honest with yourself, honest with who you are, honest with what you need, and you will get you'll reach your goal. You'll reach your success that you're aiming for. So then the next two cards that we have here, You Are Not Alone. There we go. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, and community. Okay, and then we have Star Family. You're a team of souls. Call in support. So, yeah, I very much feel like you may be feeling like you're battling these demons on your own. You maybe feel like overwhelmed and like you don't have support. But I think in this instance, it's a matter of finding the words to say, finding how to communicate, finding how to ask for support, because it's funny when these two cards come side by side. You're not alone. you're not alone, you're part of a team. So you are part of a team. You just need to figure out how to ask your team for help. And that can be the biggest thing that we struggle with, is knowing how to ask for help. Be careful that you're not projecting. That's why I think taking time to breathe out is really important. Taking some time to figure out exactly what it is that is causing those feelings. Be honest with yourself. Like, don't project them onto somebody else because you think that that's what you're feeling. Take some time to really figure out what exactly you're feeling and why, and then it'll be easier for you to ask for some support. And then once you have that support that you need and you're feeling you're feeling empowered and you're able to find that clarity in your Ace of Swords, then your goal is much closer than you think. So our next card that we have here is is change. So I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So that's the change card here. I love when this happens. So like I said earlier, the Tower card, a lot of times it's associated with negativity, but I don't feel that, any change is scary and overwhelming for sure, but I feel like this is breaking way for newer and better things. And so we have got like a red sort of tone to this card, and this card also like an orangey, like fiery kind of a color scheme. So and they both to me represent change. So yeah, you're gonna have to go through change. Change is inevitable, but it's going to be for the better, so not to worry there. Our next card is keeping on the color scheme here, good cheer, which honestly I can see how you might be thinking yeah, right, but good cheer is going to come as a result of the support that you're finding, the transformation that you're going to go through. We've got a pair here, we've got a pair here, a pair here, a pair here. You're not alone. You're going to find that the other people that you're with and the other people that you're around are going to be the ones that lift you up. Good cheer may be a difficult concept to imagine right now with where you're feeling. However, that's what's waiting for you on the other side after you go through this change. The final card that we have here is an affirmation card. And this one just says, follow your heart. I'm always rewarded when I follow my heart. I trust that the GPS in my heart knows all the best routes. And when it seems like it's taking too long to get where I want, I know that's because there's some cool, weird stuff to see along the way. So that's really interesting, because to me, this the message in this card is more so that last sentence. When it seems like it's taking too long to get where I want, I know that's because there's some cool, weird stuff to see along the way. So in that classic, it's not the destination, it's the journey fashion, that's kind of what we're seeing here. So this journey that you're on here is building up resilience, it's building up your strength. And so there are tools that you need along the way to ultimately get you to where you want to be. So I'm excited for you guys, pile one. I really am. I think that there's a lot of really good things that are going to be coming in your future. You may not see it right now. It might be really difficult to see right now, and that I can understand and appreciate. But don't forget to use those people that are around you. You may feel like you're alone. People really, honestly, a lot of people really do want to help you. People that love and support you. Don't forget that you do have that support, but also make sure that you have love for yourself as well. I know this Lover's card is typically for pairs, but I'm feeling very much like you're almost abandoning yourself. So don't let that happen, because otherwise you're not going to get this good cheer moment as quickly as you would want. You know what you want. It's just you're looking here right over to the end, and you're forgetting that there's a middle. So let that middle happen. Let that tower moment happen. Use your friends, your partners, your family as support. Communicate to them what you need, and then you'll be very, very close to getting what you need and what you want and your goals. So that's what I see for you, pile 1. I hope this resonated. If it did, please give my video a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please do that as well if you like my readings. Other than that, please leave in the comments any feedback that you have. I'd love constructive feedback, but I like to keep a positive atmosphere, of course. So anything constructive is fantastic, but let's be positive about it. Yeah, so thank you so much, pile 1. It was lovely having you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, pile 2. If you chose the red jasper in pile 2, then this reading is for you. So I'm going to start by giving a little bit of info on red jasper. Sometimes I feel drawn to a stone because of its color, sometimes the vibration, sometimes I have no idea why I'm drawn to a stone. I'm kind of like a sucker for labels. Like if I see a pretty label in the store, I'm drawn to it. So it's kind of nice to know, the deeper meaning behind the stone. So in this case, red jasper deepens and strengthens your connection to the earth, helping you to remove the stress in your body, grounding your energy, and calming your mind. Red jasper is connected to the sacral and root chakras. It helps enhance your vitality, stamina, and endurance. So if that's something that resonates with you, then that is excellent. Sorry, the specifically says that it helps you connect to the earth, and we have this card here, which earth, this card here, earth, and this card here, the green sort of coloring also represents earth, so that's fun. We've got a lot of grounding happening here, so yay. Okay, so here we have the Princess of Chalices, or Princess of Cups. Then we have the Four of Pentacles, or Four of Discs. And then we have the Prince of Discs, or Pentacles. So you guys have some power. I'm feeling some power in this pile. The ability to sort of almost manifest. You're very determined to reach financial security, and you're not afraid to go about doing so in a creative way. Yeah, so you have a vision, you have an end goal financially that you want to reach. Most of us do. That's a very generic saying, I guess, but while a lot of people are not sure where to begin, I feel like you're not afraid to explore. You're not afraid to try and get yourself to that point that you want to be. So the Princess of Cups is someone that's goes through self-exploration. They're very intuitive and very kind as well. So while you have a goal in mind, you want to get there honestly. You want to get there. You're not going to knock other people down and trample on them to get there, is what I'm feeling. This Four of Discs, this power, excuse me, excuse me. So this Four of Discs here is material security. So that's why I'm kind of saying that you have a financial goal. You're looking to reach a financial security, a foundation and stability. You want to hold on to what you have. You don't want to, of course, again, nobody wants to lose what they have. However, not everybody is so is able to protect their investments, protect their finances like you. You're very aware of what's going on in that realm within your life, which gives you, a good ledge above others. So in this particular card, I really like the imagery here because we can see this road is leading to this door. I don't know, reading rainbow just came into my head. So anyway, it's leading to this door, and here we have very contained, I guess I'll say, very structured internally, but it's still a very I'm trying to find the words. This door is leading to something that is very well put together, I guess is what I want to say. So it's not full of abundance necessarily yet, but it's well put together. The structure is there, the security is there, and so it's a really good building block to build on top of. So it's you've got a powerful base that you're building. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Sorry for the roundabout way of saying it. I couldn't figure out the words. You're working on building a good base, right? A good foundation. And then we have the Prince of Discs here, or the Prince of Pentacles. And so this is where I was saying, not everyone has the same tactics and outlook on it as you do. Financial security and being, I don't want to say frugal, I guess conservative, I guess is a good way to put it. Some people are a little bit more lenient, whereas you're more on the conservative side, which is fantastic. That's what gives you this nice solid base. But it also can be that you may be a little bit stubborn, bullheaded, as it were. So just be aware of that. Yeah, you are building for a better financial life. You have a plan. You're not afraid to get there, doing whatever it takes. You're a very determined individual, and you have a goal in mind with what you want to achieve, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So financially, for some of you, this could also mean that you need to be a little bit more on the conservative side. in order to reach those goals, spending willy-nilly, or not keeping track of your finances is going to make it so that it's a longer road to reach your goal. Really what we have to focus on here is some of us in this pile is being a little more frugal, a little more conservative with finances, so that we can build ourselves a better foundation. And for some of us, we do need to be a little bit more bullheaded. Tell ourselves no. No, I don't need that extra coffee today. No, I don't need that bag of chips. It's really hard to say no to that, but sometimes we have to. Okay, so moving along, here we go, is the Page of Wands and Temperance. So the Page of Wands and Temperance, to me, this essentially this reiterates here. Temperance is about balance. So balancing your financial house, I'll say. Don't spend too much, don't save. Like, you want to still have fun, so don't be so frugal and so stubborn that you're compromising yourself on beginning sort of any new exciting journeys. The Page of Wands is passion and beginning a new journey. So don't be so reserved that you're holding yourself back from experiencing other things. It's all about balance here. So for some of you, it may be that you're beginning a journey. I'm kind of picking up some of you want to begin like a business venture. So this may be for some of you that just remember to be vigilant, and this as well as coming through to document things. So if you're wanting to begin a business venture, don't forget to document things, so then that way you can track your spending and your income and see where things are coming and going. That way it gives you a better idea of how to move forward. And then, yeah, that's this Page of Wands, wanting to start a new venture, having a passion. If some of you are wondering if you should pursue a business venture, or something that you have an idea for, absolutely go for it. This Page of Wands is telling me that this is something that you're ready for. I'm just looking at this pile here, and I'm like, temperance, balance. Here we have a feminine and a masculine. Here we have a rectangle that's balanced. Here we have the balance card. So these are all things that you're going to be able to use to reach your goal. So if some of you are looking at beginning a business venture, then definitely now is the time. Just keep in mind though, balance is key, always. So there's that. Okay, so then next we have, what do we have here? Okay, so this is interesting. Communication is also key. So I said balance is key, but communication is also key. Here we go though. We have balance of the the two beings there. And then next we also have surrender to the divine. So for me, what this is saying is with communication is key. To me, it's okay, so let's go to this business venture thing. This isn't going to apply to all of you, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't, but I feel that some of you are potentially wanting to begin a business venture with a partner of some kind of business partner. And if that is the case, communication definitely is key. So be honest with finances and communicate in that regard. And so then that's where documenting things would come in really handy. But communication is key. If for those of you that business venture with a partner does not apply, you can communicate with yourself as well. And so then I feel like that's what applies to you, is being honest with yourself. Am I being balanced? Am I being too stubborn? Am I being too frugal? Am I, spending too much? So communicate with yourself, do check-ins. Where are you at? How are you feeling? And things like that. So, and surrender to the divine. That's interesting, because I feel that, like with the Page of Wands, you are ready to begin your business venture, but there's something else that's not, you as a person are ready, but there's something else that's not quite lined up for you. But it's coming, and you'll know when it's there. It'll essentially knock on your door. It is coming. It's interesting with these two cards, even the last pile had this, the moons, you're getting closer. It's getting closer. It's coming. It's building. It's brewing. You're getting closer to the moon. You're able to see things a little bit more clearly. They're on their way to you. So then the next two cards here that we have, forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. And then we also have fall into my arms. Surrender. Holding the opposites, extremes of life. So that's surrender. Okay. I get it. Yeah, you guys are, I said it in the beginning, I'm getting it more now, manifestors. You guys go after what you want. You're very determined. Forge, don't follow. You pave the way. You don't follow. Some of you may be very creative and have inventive ideas. And that's maybe what makes you interested in beginning a business, because you see opportunity for that out there. So don't be afraid to pave that new path, like it says here. It's interesting. This pile is very much expressing balance. On one side we say, it says pave a new path, and on the other side it's saying surrender to the divine. So then that's where I'm picking up again, that you are ready, but there's something that has not quite lined up, and what it's telling me is that don't force it. It's gonna come. So you'll know when it comes, which is super vague to say. I feel that there's a little bit more building that needs to be done. You as a person, you can handle it. You have the characteristics that you need. You are a leader. You have that. However, there is a part missing. So let's say that it's, research and development. Let's say it's production, something like that. There is a piece that's missing that is making it so that it's not quite the time for a business venture to get up off the feet. So keep doing what you can to work towards that. Keep maintaining that balance, that financial stability and reliability, and then it'll happen. I feel as though someone is going to notice that. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. So someone's going to notice this excellent foundation that you've built. And when I said earlier, potentially business partners, it may be that you want to go and begin a business venture, and you don't have a partner, but it could be that actually a partner is coming to you. They're going to see what you've built. They're going to say, you know what you're doing. You've got what it takes. So, I'd like to help you. So I think that you may be receiving an offer of some kind. So the next card that we have is empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. I do not mean to laugh. I only laugh because it again is about balance. Seeing both sides of the situation. Be the leader, but also surrender to the divine, and seeing both sides. It really is. This really is all about balance. Wow. But yeah, I don't feel it's so much a part of the empathy aspect here, but just seeing both sides of the situation. Again, balance. But I do feel that for some of you, that a person will come and approach you about this business idea that you have, and they're going to feel connected to you. What you're doing is out of a passion, and so they're going to feel that, and they're going to feel really intrigued and drawn to it. So keep doing what you're doing. Oh my gosh. What did I just say? I said passion. Of course. Okay. This is crazy. Yeah, so. Oh, yes. I love this. Okay. I love this. Passion. Rise. Passion. Rise up high. Inflame my purpose. Reach the sky. So, yeah. I'm sorry. I just love when that happens so much. Because I don't actually look at the cards until I'm turning them over. So, okay. Focus. Yes. Focus is what you guys are going to be doing, which is going to give you these good end results here. You're going to chase your passion. You guys are going to do good things. I don't know what your businesses or plans or journeys are about. It doesn't necessarily even have to be a business, but there is some sort of a venture, I'll say, that you would like to explore. But it's going to be fired up by your passion. Which is interesting too, because the Page of Wands represent like fire and passion. So here we go, tying it all together. This is fantastic. Yeah, and oh my gosh. Okay, this is the last card, and it's an affirmation card. And it says ideal partnership. Balance. Okay. I am a rare and precious find, and my brilliance will be reflected back to me when I am paired with a true match. My ideal partnerships and working relationships are easy and free-flowing. I deserve greatness because I am greatness. And, to paraphrase Rumi, what I'm looking for is also for me. What I am looking for is also looking for me. Sorry. In fact, he or she might be paraphrasing Rumi right now. Interesting. So yeah, this I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I think that I just got a feeling here at the end that even though we don't have love here, a lot of it is financial security. I just got this message that you are, I think some of you are going to find your like a romantic partner out of this. A small part of you, a small portion of you guys. But ultimately, I think the main message for you guys, pile 2, is is building a good foundation, and ultimately I'm seeing here that that this venture that you want to begin, you need to forge ahead, but the divine is going to be sending you like a counterpart, a partner to help you through this. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, balance is key, communication is key. Okay, pile 2, that's what I see for you guys. I hope that this resonated. Yeah, that's really cool. I like this one a lot. So you guys have some power behind you. If you like this reading, please do give my video a thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed. And I'm always open to constructive criticism in a positive way, of course. I like to keep it positive, so in the comment section, let me know what you thought. If you have any feedback or constructive criticism, I'm definitely open to hearing it. So thanks again, pile 2, and I hope to see you again. Bye! Hello, pile 3. Thanks for joining me, you guys. If you guys picked this blue kyanite stone for pile 3, then this reading is for you. Is that focusing? Okay, well, that's what I got. So, I'm going to start this out by giving a little bit of, wow, pile 3, I'm so sorry. A little bit of info on the blue kyanite stone. When I pick a pile or a stone that I'm drawn to, sometimes it's the color, sometimes it's the appearance of texture, sometimes it's a texture, patterns, and sometimes I just feel drawn to it and I don't know why. So I really like to figure out, you know, the meaning of the stone, and then maybe there's a message in there for me. So let's go ahead and read the message for the blue kyanite. This balancing stone is known to be a natural pain reliever. Its high vibration can help raise the consciousness level. It can enhance creativity and broaden one's perspective. Aids in releasing old patterns that no longer serve you. So if that's something that resonates with you, then there you go. So let's get on with the reading. So here we have the Princess of Wands. We have the Sun. Fantastic card, you guys. And then we have the Seven of Wands. This is awesome. I like this. So the Princess of Wands is is driven by fire. Wands are fire and passion. So very exciting, free spirit, courageous. You've got a love for life, some of you. I mean, I'm sure most of you do. But this Princess of Wands energy is definitely someone with a love for life. And then the Sun, of course, it's the Sun. It's fantastic. It's reaching what you want to reach. It's feeling that, you know, all the trials and tribulations are have been worth it. You're at a point where, you know, you're very pleased. You're experiencing some abundance. You're experiencing abundance, which is making you feel very rewarded. And then the Seven of Wands as well is bravery in the face of adversity. Wow, I'm really sorry, you guys. My tongue-tied. I'm gonna have a sip of tea, see if that helps. Okay, try this again. So the Seven of Wands is standing your ground and fighting for your beliefs. So what I'm kind of feeling here for, oh boy, yeah, okay, sorry you guys. Pile 3, I think that you guys are, I don't want to say fighting, but I think you guys are fighting for something. There's something that, something you believe in, something that, that you're passionate about, something unjust, I almost feel. You are holding yourself back. I feel that some of you are holding yourself back from expressing yourselves, because you typically are seen as, you know, the carefree, free spirit, and so you don't really want to cause a ruckus. You don't want to cause an upheaval of anything. But with what I'm seeing here is that you're seeing something that's potentially unfair, is the word that I'm getting here, and you feel like no one else is going to say it if you don't. So that's where this bravery in the face of adversity comes from. Fighting for your beliefs, expressing yourself. You know, if you're seeing something that you don't believe is fair or right or just, you know, don't be afraid to fight for that. You've got the fire and you've got the passion, and the courage. You're very courageous, and it almost feels like if you don't, then no one else will, type of thing. And this isn't intended to put pressure on you at all. This is more so to tell you that you have what it takes. This message coming from you is going to mean a lot. It's going to mean a lot. Like, coming from you, this message is going to create change. It's going to result in positive changes moving forward. So I don't know if this is something that you're seeing at work, something that you're seeing in life, something that you're seeing in your family, but you're watching something happen. I feel a lot of you are watching something happen that you don't necessarily agree with. It's time for you to speak up about it, because you are such a caring, genuine person, but you also have that courage to stand up for stand up for love, stand up for balance, stand up for respect. And like I said, coming from you, this message is going to create, is going to cause some positive results. I don't know why that word was so difficult. Yes, absolutely. Okay, the Empress. Okay, and the Eight of Pentacles. So I do almost feel like this is something in the workplace, just because of the Pentacles here, but the Empress energy, that's I'm picking that up from a lot of you. The Empress energy, birth of a new, like the Empress is like the mama bear of the tarot. You are a queen. We have crowns here. You are respected. You're very much respected. And so that's why your words carry so much weight. So your perspective is going to, people almost look to you for feedback, because they see that you're so kind, you're so, they feel that you know what you're doing, and so then when you actually do speak up, they hear what you're saying, and so they respect you. Like, it's almost like people go to you as if a child would go to their mother, you know, Mom, I need advice, type of thing. So that's what I'm getting here. And this Eight of Pentacles again is like, it's ambition, and don't be afraid to speak up. Yeah, this is, again, abundance, happiness, reward from fighting for what you believe in. Yeah. I feel like a lot of you, this is a workplace scenario. But it could also be family. It could, with this Empress card, it could be like family, like a mother, grandmother type of thing. It could be that they need to be told something that everyone else in the family is a little bit afraid to say. But you have what it takes to say it, and coming from you, it's going to mean something totally different. So this Eight of Pentacles, this, like the yellow ribbon, it represents the solar plexus, and finding the energy to get the job done, to do what it takes. You have it in you. This is interesting. I see, because we have the wand here, and then the ribbon here. Very much, I feel that you're a very centered person, and so that's why people really respect you. Yeah, this is cool. You guys, you're loved. You're so loved and appreciated for who you are, and that's why your words have so much value and weight to them. So don't be afraid to fight for what you see, any injustices. It could be something so small, like, you know, hey, don't be a bully. That's not very nice. Or it could be, you know, somebody in the workplace that isn't getting treated fairly, and you're trying to help them, you know, pursue what they feel that they deserve, type of thing. So yeah, this is really encouraging. I like this a lot. Okay, so then the next two cards that we have here, balance spirituality and practicality. And then your dreams need a practical plan. So what I'm getting from this more so is that, like with the being a more centered individual, not self-centered, but like balance, and you have a good grasp on the center of who you are, and that's why people may be attracted to you and want to come to you for advice and guidance. You are very balanced spiritually and practically, and so and for some of you, this may be a message for you to explore spirituality a little bit more. And then that's really funny, like sorry, practicality and practical. So I feel that a lot of you are very practical. You're very, like I said, centered, balanced. Your words are taken seriously because you're not like all over the place. You're practical. And so when somebody needs a more realistic outlook, a more practical outlook or a plan, you're the first person that they come to. And so, of course, like, you know, if people come to you so much that you can't, you know, balance yourself, that's something to be aware of. So I think that this message is for a lot of you, is that people are drawn to you. They see that your words have the weight, and that you know, get things done, and you're very effective. But don't forget to maintain balance within yourself. Say no if you need to. If it's going to put yourself off balance, say no. And so the next cards that we have here are big picture thinking, latest energy, visionary, inspired ideas, and you got the love. Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. And like I just said, balance. You say no if you need to, and that's boundaries. So much like the Empress, the mother of the tarot, you may feel that some people are really drawn to you, codependent. Some of you, it may be a partner, some of it may be a friend, but if you do feel codependency, you know, use those boundaries. Set up your boundaries. That's healthy. Boundaries are healthy, because at the end of the day, in the bigger picture, that's what needs to be done. And for some of you, I'm kind of thinking that it may be that you have fought a lot of battles for others, and some of you have been giving from your own cup. And so it's time for you to put up those boundaries, because once you put up those boundaries, the message that I'm getting here, it's like, if you, like the classic saying, give a man a fish, he eats for a day, teach a man to fish, and he eats for a lifetime. So I kind of feel like, as a lot of you have fought other people's battles for them, and you're exhausted, you need balance within yourself, you need boundaries. And so I think it's time for some of you to teach others how to master this themselves. That's going to inspire them. For example, with kids, if you leave them to their own devices for a little bit, they'll entertain themselves. They'll find ways to keep themselves busy. Inspiration, that's where inspiration comes from. So by saying no to these people and setting boundaries, they'll be inspired to find ways to do it themselves. They may still come to you for advice, for help, and you may choose to teach them the skills rather than fighting for them. So that's what I'm feeling for a lot of you. And then the next card that we have here is forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So for a lot of you, I feel like this is actually letting you know that because you are so pure of heart and not used to saying no and not used to setting up those boundaries, I feel it may be a little bit foreign to some of you. But you will be forgiven. People will forgive you. They're not going to hold resentment, you know, for you saying no. Just let them know that, you know, you don't even have to let them know. Like, honestly, you don't owe anyone an explanation, but I feel that you would want to just let them know that you need to focus on yourself. It doesn't even have to be anything too crazy. It doesn't have to be, you know, I don't have time. I don't want to. Although those are very viable reasons or acceptable reasons, you can just say, you know, I'm focusing on myself. So, and that's totally okay. So then the next card that we have here is victory. I shall celebrate and I shall rise. I will let victory make me wise. Victory. This is amazing. Yeah, so the Seven of Wands really is I feel like part of this victory here. So and of course the Eight of Pentacles. So finding balance and teaching others how to get their own tools to get the job done, I think is something that's going to be really important here. And at the end of the day, it's going to make you and them victorious. It'll make you victorious because it'll take that weight off of you. It'll make them victorious because, you know, now they know exactly, you know, your magic, your skills, what you were doing. And the last and final card that we have here is worthiness. I am worthy of the ultimate happiness. I deserve and accept it. And damn it, I'm not going to feel guilty about it when I get it. Guilt is not invented. Guilt is not invited to my happiness party. I won't even tell him where it is. If he asks about it, I'll be like, no, I think you're thinking of something else. And then I'll run away very quickly. Guilt has no place in your life. You will be forgiven. Do not feel guilty for saying no, because you are valuable. You are worthy of your own time, your own whatever you feel that you need, you are worthy of it. You're worthy of your own time. Energy is the word I wanted. So for some of you, I feel like this pile is saying you are worth fighting for. You are worthy. Don't forget to fight for yourself. Express yourself. Stand up for what you believe in. It will result in good things. Don't be afraid to do it. Don't worry. Don't feel shame. People, you will be forgiven. That's not a thing. It's not an issue. People aren't going to hold it over your head. So fight for yourself if that's what you're feeling. And for many others watching right now, I feel that this is saying that you so often fight for others that you need to take a step back from that. Honor yourself. Fill your own cup. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing for you guys, pile 3. So I hope that this resonated and made sense to you. If you like the video, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you liked it. Otherwise, I do appreciate your comments. Let me know what you thought, and any constructive feedback or constructive criticism, I'm totally open to it, but just in a positive way. I like to keep it positive around here. So thanks again, you guys. Let me know what you thought, and I hope to see you again soon. Okay, bye guys.